Once upon a time, in the middle of a cold, snowy winter, a queen sat by her window sewing. She accidentally pricked her finger with her needle, and drops of bright red blood fell onto the snow on the windowsill. As she looked at the striking contrast of red on white, she whispered to herself, "I wish I had a child with skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as this ebony wood." Not long after, the queen gave birth to a baby girl who looked exactly as she had wished. Her skin was pure white, her lips deep red, and her hair black as night. We shall name her Snow White. But happiness was brief, for the queen died soon after. A year passed and the king married again. His new queen was a beautiful woman, but she was also proud and cruel. She couldn't stand the thought of anyone being more beautiful than her. She had a magical mirror, and every day she stood in front of it and asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? You, my queen, are the fairest of all." That answer always made her happy, until one day when Snow White had grown into a lovely little girl. By the time she was only 7 years old, she had already become more beautiful than the queen. One morning, when the queen asked the mirror the same question, the mirror answered, "You are fair, O queen. It's true, but Snow White is fairer than you." The queen was furious. Her jealousy turned into hatred. From that moment on, she couldn't stand the sight of Snow White. Her anger and envy grew each day until she could no longer bear it. "Take Snow White into the forest. Kill her and bring me her heart as proof that she's dead." The huntsman obeyed and led Snow White deep into the woods. When he raised his knife to kill her, she began to cry. "Please, dear huntsman, don't hurt me. Let me go, and I promise I'll never come back." The huntsman looked at her innocent face and felt sorry for her. She was too kind and too beautiful to kill. "Run, child, escape and never return." To trick the queen, he killed a wild boar instead and took its heart back to the castle, pretending it was Snow White's. Believing Snow White dead, the queen had it cooked and ate it. Meanwhile, Snow White was alone and terrified in the dark forest. The trees loomed over her, and every rustle of the leaves made her jump. "What will I do? Oh, where am I? What will I do?" She ran for hours, not knowing where she was going. Finally, as the sun began to set, she came across a strange little house in a clearing. Inside, she found 7 small plates, 7 cups, and 7 little beds. Hungry and exhausted, she tasted a little from each plate and drank a little from each cup. She then tried each one of the 7 beds until she found one that felt just right. That night, 7 dwarves returned from mining in the mountains. "Look, someone has been in our house. Who's been sitting in my chair? Who's been drinking from my cup? Who's eaten from my plate? Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and she's still there. Who is she? She's so beautiful. Oh yes, she is such a lovely girl." They didn't wake her. Instead, they let her sleep. And the 7th dwarf took turns sleeping with each of the others through the night. In the morning, Snow White woke up and was startled to see the dwarfs. But they were friendly and kind. They asked her name and how she had come to be in their home. Snow White told them her story, the wicked stepmother, the huntsman who had let her go, and how she had wandered through the woods until she found their house. "If you stay here and keep the house tidy, cook, clean, sew, and wash, you can live with us. We'll protect you, thank you," Snow White agreed. And for a time she lived happily.